Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that can serve as a valuable compass for our inner journey. This philosophy invites us to look within ourselves, to seek self-knowledge and self-transformation. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism provides us with tools and perspectives to focus on our personal growth, thereby cultivating serenity, wisdom, and authenticity in our lives. Focusing on personal development, the historical Stoic philosopher Seneca emphasized the importance of avoiding distractions that take us away from focusing on ourselves and our personal development. He said, "Avoid occupying yourself with what is not useful." This simple and direct quote carries a valuable lesson that deeply resonates with historical philosophy. What Seneca wanted to teach us with this quote is that we often engage in activities or concerns that have little or no real value for our personal growth or the pursuit of virtue. We become distracted by trivialities and preoccupy ourselves with tasks that do not contribute to our improvement as human beings. The philosophical insight behind this quote is that our time and energy are precious resources that should be directed wisely and intentionally. By engaging in what is not useful, we squander these valuable resources that could be invested in our self-improvement and the development of virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-sufficiency and the pursuit of moral excellence, encourages us to constantly assess our actions and choices. We should question whether our occupations and concerns align with our deeper values and goals or if we are distracting ourselves with trivial matters. The role of suffering. Stoicism, a philosophy that values virtue, serenity, and self-control, has a unique perspective on suffering. In the historical view, suffering is not merely an adversity to be avoided but an opportunity for growth and self-transformation. This approach finds support in the quote by Seneca, "The strongest winds take the longest to tire out the sails." What Seneca wanted to teach with this quote is that facing challenges and adversities is essential for our personal and moral growth. Just as the sails of a ship are tested and strengthened by the strongest winds, we too can be improved by overcoming difficulties. From a historical perspective, suffering is seen as an opportunity to develop our resilience, patience, and wisdom. By facing difficulties with courage and determination, we cultivate important virtues that help us deal better with future challenges. Furthermore, suffering reminds us of the impermanence of life and the importance of accepting circumstances we cannot control. The Stoics teach us that we cannot avoid all adversities, but we can choose how to react to them. Accepting life's inevitabilities with dignity and serenity is a fundamental part of historical philosophy. On the other hand, the downside of avoiding suffering in the historical perspective is the potential for stagnation and complacency. Those who avoid suffering at all costs may become passive in the face of life's difficulties. They may close themselves off to growth opportunities and fail to develop the resilience needed to confront future challenges. Moreover, the absence of suffering can lead to a lack of empathy and understanding toward others. Those who have never experienced difficulties may struggle to relate to the struggles and pains of others. Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is a fundamental concept in Stoicism and plays a crucial role in an individual's journey toward wisdom and authenticity. A historical philosopher who lived in ancient Greece contributed to this view with a revealing quote, "Know thyself, accept thyself, become better thyself." This simple yet profoundly meaningful phrase underscores the importance of self-knowledge as the starting point for personal transformation. What the philosopher wanted to convey with this quote is that self-knowledge is the first step towards self-realization. It reminds us that to grow as individuals and achieve moral excellence, we must begin by understanding who we truly are, with all our virtues and flaws. Self-knowledge enables us to identify our natural tendencies, weaknesses, and strengths. It allows us to recognize our patterns of behavior and thought, as well as our emotional reactions to different situations. With this understanding, we can then accept ourselves, not only in our best moments but also in our imperfections. Accepting oneself is a fundamental step in the pursuit of virtue and serenity. When we authentically accept ourselves, we no longer need to strive to be someone we are not. Instead, we can direct our efforts toward personal improvement, becoming the best version of ourselves. One potential drawback, from a historical perspective, of not knowing oneself is the tendency toward relentless self-criticism. Stoics encourage self-reflection and self-transformation, but this can easily turn into a cycle of unending self-critique. People may constantly evaluate and judge themselves, leading to feelings of inadequacy and perpetual dissatisfaction. Additionally, the pursuit of extreme self-control can result in the suppression of natural emotions. Stoics value emotional serenity, but excessive emotional repression can lead to alienation from legitimate feelings, making individuals emotionally distant or inexpressive. Another challenge lies in the potential lack of empathy and understanding toward others. Excessive self-focus on one's own virtues may make people insensitive to the experiences and needs of others, harming interpersonal relationships. Moreover, the relentless pursuit of moral excellence can create an unattainable sense of perfectionism, where any deviation from historical virtues is seen as a personal failure. This can increase pressure and stress, negatively affecting mental well-being. In the historical perspective, self-reflection is the foundation for self-knowledge, virtue, and self-sufficiency. By looking within ourselves, we cultivate serenity, wisdom, and authenticity, guiding us in the pursuit of a fulfilling and ethical life. Stoicism reminds us that by prioritizing personal development, we invest in our well-being and our potential to contribute meaningfully to the world around us. I hope I've contributed to helping you focus on yourself in a virtuous manner and motivated you to pursue self-improvement. What do you think of these historical principles? Have these teachings been helpful to you? I look forward to your response in the comments. Here are 2 more videos full of historical wisdom that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Until next time.